Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
Ryan Seymore, king of Comic Town here in Columbus, Ohio.
Biggity boom! We're coming off of a fun week. There's
Yes.
a lot of things that happened. I mean, we had new episodes of What If.
Oh, yes.
We've had Shang-Chi came out, broke records for a Labor Day release.
And opened the portal for an updated Venom date.
So smart the way you said that, open portals.
Yeah, it's like I watched What If.
It's so good.
Man, the most... what is love but...
Oh my God!
Creating
Grief.
alternate timelines and destroying universes.
Yo, that's real. That's real. Okay, so it's so funny. Like, we were talking about this off camera, but I didn't say this. But this is how I actually feel. You know, the person I feel the most responsible for the dark dankness of that episode, the Ancient One.
Yeah.
It is all her fault. I said it. I'll say it again. It's all her fault. Why? Because when Steven shows up in the actual movie and he's like, look, my hands are messed up. They're all gnarled and I want to do better. And she's like, that's a worthy cause. We'll teach you magic.
Yeah.
What did he tell her when he showed up? Hey, listen, my girl died and I want to bring her back. Will you teach me magic? Yeah, sure, Steven. Come on in. Because we'll need you to fight Dormammu. What?
No.
Come on. Y'all didn't see this coming? Y'all didn't see this? Terrible. I definitely enjoyed that one. But this week's episode.
It's my favorite Cranberries song.
Oh, I was really afraid where you were going with that. You said song and it made it so much better, but I was really nervous. Yes, cannot wait. That's going to be a great one. Speaking of good things.
Yes.
Yes. You sound like you were going to say more.
All right. So Marvel Zombies.
Yeah.
We know they've had some stinky miniseries, which happens.
Happens.
Which, when you think Marvel Zombies, which iteration do you think of first? The Ultimate Fantastic Four? The Kirkman kind of comedic? Oh, man, like with the laboratory and the...
See, so if I'm being honest, total revelation here, it was the Kirkman one that I've read first.
Yes.
Before I read the Ultimate Fantastic Four stuff. So that is definitely the one for me. Yeah. And it's literally the idea of... who was it? Wolverine as a zombie trying to stab Silver Surfer. Yeah. And his claws break out from the rotted flesh that is Logan. That was funny to me. Yeah.
Is this... Are they going to try to sneak in an FF reference? Maybe not necessarily a character. Ooh. Because that's... Reed Richards is responsible for the whole...
That's true. I would love that. That would be so bold. What's up, Feige? You got him? They dangling? You gonna do it?
Just imagine, just like on like a piece of paper in a file folder.
Right.
Richards. And that's it. Like, and we, the geeks of the world, would know.
We would know. Or would they try to play it and be like, Richards in Richards, though? So they'd be like, oh, no, it's not Reed, it's Kang. Oh.
That would... The circle is
full moon circle.
Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome.
Make it happen. Come on. Okay, so we read some good books this week.
Yes.
Out of our honorable mentions, we've got two that are the same, and then one that's different.
Yes.
Where do you want to start?
Okay, the one that I deprioritized, but I'm not sure that I should have, Last Flight Out.
I'm not going to tell you that you made a mistake. What I will do is read the creative team.
Okay.
So we have... Writer and co-creator, Mark Guggenheim.
That's a good name. That's a good writer.
Artist, co-creator, Eduardo Ferragato.
Nice.
New Sudden fan, definitively. Marcelo Costa on colors. Diego Sanchez on letters and design. Editor, Kyle Higgins. So, big things. Okay, let's look at this. You see this, it looks fantastic. Yeah. It looks futuristic.
Yeah.
Imagine... a doctor, a guy, smart, genius, detached. Very Reed Richards-like. Very much so.
Alrighty.
So detached that he is focused on a project and misses out on much of his daughter's life.
As one would.
Like, if you're birth on.
Yeah,
like,
if you're Richardsy and you're...
Right? But the project is, the world is ending. Climate control has gone down the toilet. You've sent out 2 arcs so far. There's one more arc to go, and your daughter isn't there. What do you do?
Oh, wow.
Do you continue to Reed Richards it? Or do you do something else? Do you...
Oh, that's... as a father, I would try to find her.
Okay.
But if my job was, that's greater good versus
right?
Kid.
Like, literally, if you don't do this, the world population diminishes by a third, right? Because there's already 2 ships out. Diminishes by a third. Do you risk it all for your kid? Read this book. Oof. Yeah, that's right. We're hitting you in the places.
Boom. That's a greater good question.
Right?
Like, every superhero is a greater good. Well, it's your kid.
What do you do? Especially when you realize, like, yo, I've really missed out.
Yeah.
Do I still miss out, or
you're pot committed at that point?
You kind of are,
like,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, especially when what they say the next window is 68 years. That's your next opportunity to do another of these arc leaves. 68 years. Weigh it out. That's right.
Ugh.
So, good stuff.
That's, I don't know, staying with that uplifting trend. Last book you'll ever read, number 2, Vault Comics. We have Cullen Bunn, who just does it. I love his stuff because it's always
kind of have to.
Just a ray of sunshine.
Yeah. Full of joy.
Cullen Bunn is the writer. Layla Lace is the artist. Giada Marchisio is the colorist. Vlad Popov is also a colorist.
Nice.
And then we've got Jim Campbell doing the lettering. So this story takes the premise that there is Olivia Cade, a writer, has written a book that rips away the facade of humans as being anything more than animals. That we're torn between our nature, which is as a hunter-gatherer,
right.
Lizard brains type stuff, and then also our place within a society, a construct that we've created that gives us an air of civility. Problem is, when you read this book, it tends to rip away that. So, like, you become this monster. It's amazing, and yeah, it's just she's going on a book tour to like sign the book and do readings from the book, and everything that you could imagine that would go wrong is happening. It's awesome. If Mouth of Madness was about a self-help book. You might go that route. It's really, really cool.
Oh, that's fun.
Not for kids.
Okay.
But, yeah.
But still good.
Definitely really solid.
See, I'm not going to lie. I felt a certain kind of way that it had an issue, too, because it's called The Last Book.
Right. It should have been a one-shot.
I totally, like, no diss, Cullen. Like, I love you.
But, like...
That should have been a one-shot.
And not tell anybody.
Ever.
Like actually solicit 2, 3, and 4.
But it's literally that book.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there just for... shits and giggles. All right. Can we talk Cinnamon number 2?
Yes, we can. Behemoth.
Oh,
Happy Tank.
yes.
Victoria Douglas.
Shout out. Long live Action Cat Comics. I mean, let's just talk about it. Okay, so Cinnamon is this very surreal exploration into the psyche of cats.
Because cats do stuff.
They do.
If you're a cat owner, you know...
You've seen it.
That you're just like, they're staring at something that's
right?
not there.
But they know.
They get the zoomies and want to tear ass around the house at 3 a.m. Not sure why.
Why? Victoria dares to answer these questions. From the perspective of the aforementioned Cinnamon, we see what actually goes on in the brain pan of a kitty cat.
Because this is the most exciting, like over-the-top, like crazy anime.
Literally.
Spoiling absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Cinnamon's owner gets a laser pointer.
Yep.
And plays with Cinnamon.
Yep.
That doesn't
tell you anything. It doesn't tell you anything. And it's not even over.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing that I really like. I was like, yo, this is just starting.
It's the beginning of an and with the fish.
Oh, shout out to Sush. So yeah, the energy here is your most frenetic, kinetic anime. Pick a gorilla song, turn it up to 12, play it really fast, right? Like a punk version of your favorite gorilla song. That's Cinnamon in book form.
Victoria needs to get picked to do an animation for a Gorilla's music video.
Facts! Oh my god, big facts. That would be the funnest, most glorious thing ever.
Oh, their version of Murdoch would be amazing. Just saying.
Make it so. Another special one coming out of Vault this week.
This was a tough one because we both loved it, it's so high concept that I'm afraid not enough people are going to love it as much as they should.
Yeah. Deadbox, number 1. Mark Russell.
Yeah.
Shout out. So
automatically this is going to be an intelligent, well-written book.
Very. Benjamin Teisma on art. Colors Vladimir Popov. So
showing up
very
again.
busy. Very busy. Letter is Andworld. Okay, let me just read the back so you can get like a feel for this high concept. Welcome to Lost Turkey, where the main source of entertainment is a cursed DVD machine that seems to know more about the fate of its citizens than they do.
Yeah.
So I was already vibing with the characterization, right? It starts off and it's people. It's all about people. Yeah. I'm into it. Yes. Then they introduce this story. And I forgot what the rest of the book was about because I literally got hooked on the concept of the story.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, this is kind of cool. And then when it brings it back around, I was like, oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
This. Okay.
I wonder how many drafts it took for Mark to reach that perfect point where when it kicks back, you're ripped out of it.
Yeah.
Because that's what hit me too. Like,
it's ripped away in the right way. Like, it's so perfect that it does that to you.
Because one of the really cool things is the DVDs are movies that don't exist anywhere else.
Anywhere.
And that concept is so awesome.
It's so cool, right? I mean, the phenomenon of the red box unto itself. Like, they literally were like obelisks that just appeared.
Yeah, just one
all
day
of a sudden.
they were out there.
Okay, no joke. This is like the first time I ever saw one. I was still working for the state. They had one in the lobby of the building I worked in. Just because, like, just no joke. Like, there was vending machines one day, and then you go down there. Matter of fact, it wasn't even vending machines. It was a bank ATM machine.
Okay.
They took out the ATM machine, and in its place was a red box. The first time I ever rented something from the red box, that's where it was. And then all of a sudden, they start popping up everywhere. Your CVS, your Kroger's, like just randomly at the gas station. They're just like the red box army.
You like DVDs?
So this, it hit a little close to home.
Yeah.
For me. Like, so yeah, Lost Turkey is a place that I would hate going to.
Yes.
Except for the purpose of writing something as creepy and cool as this.
Yeah. Because
it's off the beaten path. The dynamic of people that live there, kooky is a word you could use.
Yes.
The one guy spouting his advice for what our young heroine should carry. His method of teaching, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, like that was an interesting.
It was unnecessary.
Yeah,
it was rude. Why would you do that, sir? At all? Here's my question to you, sir. How many courses of food is too many?
I don't know. It seemed. I don't know how big their plates are.
That's fair. That is fair. Ooh, that's a really good point. That's a really good point.
It looks like it's too many.
I would say it's too many.
I want to know their metabolism, their dietary secrets.
Right.
Because holy crap.
That's a lot. That's a lot to consume.
But imagine them. Like you're.
Oh my God.
How
upset would you be?
Right? You're like, yeah. Thanks.
I don't even blame them. Like, nah.
No.
New phone, who this? Like, can you imagine waiting that long and being so disappointed?
Right?
I mean, because then you got to think like, and this is so funny, like, okay, this is a bad movie, obviously, that we're talking about, but they didn't give any precept to like what their culture was to be like, this is what you should expect.
Yeah.
This is what we expect.
Yeah.
No. And they sent like the one guy. What a good plan.
Yeah.
What a good plan. Oh, that was good though.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I do hope that people buy into this one.
Because it's really, really cool.
It is.
There's a couple different stories going on.
Yeah.
You got the crazy movies that are just actually telling parables.
Right.
You've got this woman who has put her entire life on hold, stopped her college education so she can come back home and try to take care of her dying father, and she's coming to terms with that. And then you've got the rest of that crazy just
outcome.
Yeah.
I have to admit, the one dude with the cowboy hat, there's a wisdom to that guy.
Yeah. Like, he felt out of place because he was like
he
smart,
was on point, man.
well read, understood things.
And then when he was like, "Well, I'm going back to this crap job," I'm like, "Oh,
dude, you should be doing like you should have." But
sometimes that's what happens. The geniuses, they don't take their own advice, and I think that's partly why I totally agree with you that this might be so smart.
it's gonna be tough.
It will be, at least in individual issues.
Yes,
Trade paperback, I think this is going to fly.
because you'll be able to sit and just read the entire thing.
Consume the whole thing. But give this a shot.
Yeah,
I think you'll like it.
Really, really solid.
It's really, really good.
Mark, he gave us Second Coming, both Second Coming series. Yeah. Didn't he do? He did Snaggletooth.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, just crazy good stuff.
Come on, he's about his business. Like, trust. Okay, so moving on to the acrylic, we've got two that are the same.
Yes.
Where do you want to start?
So you went. All right. I read Defenders #1, and I liked it. I hate Defenders typically, so reading #1 and liking it was weird to me.
I understand that.
I did not go back for 2 just because I was like, it's just too weird.
I mean, there's no way that lightning can strike twice, right?
Right. Dun dun dun.
Sir, you would be incorrect. Upon your recommendation, I bought issue 1. I did. Consumed it, loved it. Couldn't wait to read issue 2. I was really into it.
It's Al Ewing.
Al Ewing, Javier Rodriguez. The cover says the mother of Galactus. You're interested.
Yeah.
Like, don't lie. You're interested. When you start off with something as glorious as this imagery, there's a strange alchemy of line, color, that is so on point, it's ridiculous. The experience of reading this is both a testament to what comics can be and an absolute challenge to a comic reader, which I adored. Okay, so like, I mean, just looking at this is Steranko on Kirby on drugs, and it's fantastic.
Oh, the color choices is just really like blacklight poster.
It's oh god, yes, like this and Silver Surfer Black.
Yeah,
why have we not got blacklight like versions of these? Oversized, 11x17, please and thank you. The concept of what this universe is, brilliant. Who these characters are, even better. And the idea of this potential moment, and you just look at it and you go, what is he about to do? What is he about to do? I have not been a Defenders fan as well, but this changes all of that, right? Like, this makes the Defenders something that I will say, I like the Defenders. This is my green eggs and ham when it comes to the Defenders, because every page I needed to know what happens next. I needed it. And then where it ends, I need the next issue. Not now, but right now. Yesterday would have been better, but right now would suffice. So, yeah, it was good. Yeah. Really good. High concept. I mean,
I'm going to read it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was just one of those weird ones where I'm like, I can't be. Al Ewing, though?
Oh, yeah, you are.
He can write the good stuff.
He can write it so good. So tasty good in your face.
From Mad Cave Studios, something slightly off the beaten path.
Okay.
Bountiful Garden #1.
Right.
Let's see. We've got Ivy Noel Weir as the writer. We've got Kelly Williams as the artist. Giorgio Spladetta as the colorist. Justin Birch as letterer. Steens as editor. And Diana Bermudez as the book designer.
Nice.
So this is a group of older kids, younger teenagers, that have been tapped to head a colonizing and terraforming project on another planet.
Okay.
Earth is getting the last flight out treatment, and they're the away team to get things started. Okay. And the reason they picked kids and teenagers is that they'll have a longer life.
Yep.
So they're incredible. They're the best of the best. You know, they've tested. They're educated. There's an architect, a biologist, a botanist, someone who's created a way to synthesize meat, so you don't have to worry about. Yeah, it's brilliant. They have a military expert who just I don't trust him.
I mean, like, should you ever?
Yeah, 16-year-old kid in charge. No. I remember myself being 16.
Yeah, listen, I read Lord of the Flies. We know what happens.
Yeah, and. What starts off like it's got that initial kickoff seen in a bunch of sci-fi movies.
Right.
Like everybody's in cryo sleep. something happens, everybody's forced to wake up early, and then craziness
Stuff happens.
We don't know what caused them to wake up early, but they did. They woke up about 10 years early. They were supposed to wake up 2 years out. They only have enough food for 5 years. The problem is they don't know what caused them to wake up. They don't know the damage to the ship, but they are above a planet that should not exist based on the knowledge. There is movement. They sense that their sensors tell them that there is life below.
Right.
So to figure out if they're going to need to portage there or stay there for a little bit, they create an away team. They leave like the engineers on the ship to try to figure out the damage, and it's military dude and a couple others, and one of them being an architect, that go to the planet. And this is where it gets sort of this, I don't know, existential dread kind of thing.
Right.
They don't really find it seems barren.
Okay.
Until they stumble across something. And then this is personally what would scare me.
That looks like there's language.
And
no.
Right.
No.
So what there's
no.
But you got to stay, like, maybe you have to stay there for years. You don't know, but you got to know.
What was the sequel to Prometheus? What was that?
What
was that called?
They never did it.
No, I thought they did. Like there was Prometheus.
They never got to the engineer's homeworld.
Right. But what was the one right before that?
Covenant?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I feel
it's got that kind of vibe.
It does, and I like it.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. I love it. If you're a fan of sci-fi, dark sci-fi that like borders that horror line,
I like that.
I recommend this.
The thing that I really like, and I got to ask you this, it has a very seemingly kid-friendly art style. Is it kid-friendly as a story?
No, but it is not kid-friendly either.
Gotcha.
It's like the door is open for some Lord of the Flies type stuff to happen.
Very PG-13-ish.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the 13.
Yeah.
Got you. Where do you want to go next?
Oh, that's a toughie. We've never reviewed this title
That
before.
is true, we have not.
So I guess maybe this one first?
Sounds good. Ordinary Gods, number 3. Higgins, Clark, Watanabe, William, Cowles.
This is such a smart book, and it's something that I could see Netflix, Amazon, HBO Max series for it.
All of them fighting for it
because it's this really cool high concept. This like high fantasy where there are these gods that have existed and humanity really never knew about them.
Yep.
A war breaks out. Since they're immortal, you can't kill them, but you can lock them in a cycle of reincarnation, robbing them of their memories.
That's right.
And they do that using Earth as their prison.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Human meatbags is what we are to them. But in order to do so, not only do you have said God in place, but you also have like a steward, someone that's supposed to work with them of sorts to keep a balance to make sure that people don't remember what they are and consequently give means to come back to power.
Yeah.
And thus the stage is set. We have, our lead character who unfortunately last issue found out that he was Stalin.
Yeah.
Oops. It happens to the best of us, right?
Yeah.
Sucketh.
Oh, that would.
You're right? Like you just like you're like, I was who? That's not good.
You really can't even say like it could be worse.
Well, what I love is the idea here. There's like, well, we've all done worse. We've all done bad things, and it's like, that's not. Doesn't make me feel better.
There's like,
your level of bad is it? Is it my level of bad?
Did you shoplift from a 7-Eleven?
Right, like
I was Stalin.
Like, how many millions of people did you kill? Oh, you didn't.
You didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shut up. Like, okay, so the essence of these gods, regret and worry, were fascinating.
Yes.
Regret was so dope. That intro, being like, oh yeah, I didn't show up. My bad. I'll remember to feel bad about that later. I'm like, you did that on purpose because it gives you something to regret.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Like it's almost Neil Gaiman-ish in terms of because it's so because how else like it's regret and worry
so brilliant.
How are they not a team?
Exactly.
Constantly?
The embodiments they're in, or even as a team, they have to be antagonistic of each other.
Yeah.
Like, just in general, they have to.
Yeah.
So very cool. Okay, so in this one, the plot thickens and there is a twist, a heavy twist, a punishment gone awry. We see the potential of a changing in sides, a defection, if you will. What's crazy is like, okay, I understand why everyone did what they did.
Yes.
Like, every single person here, good, bad, doesn't matter. I understand why they did it.
Yeah, their motivation was perfect. Like, it fits exactly with what their character...
on. It's intelligent. It's only circumstantial that it doesn't work. And, man, how tenacious is she?
Yeah. Because I don't know that she's switching sides. Like, I get the feeling that she's going to try.
You think she's going to try to still finish the job?
Yeah. Like, on her own terms, she's going to do it. And just seeing the way these entities come into our world, man,
I am not looking forward to these. I feel like these things, however long, I don't even think they're going to wait a long time to enact anything.
Yeah, because we don't know what their timeline is.
Right.
Like, do the Outer Gods know ahead? And, like, this is... Because...
what would you do if an evil in that form came after you? Do you punt it? Do you... Like, what do you do?
As humans, we're pre-programmed to not...
Right? And then what happens if, like, how covert can you do this? Because if anybody sees you do this, you're done.
I mean, that's a taboo.
You're done.
Because it's a taboo.
That's a super taboo. Like,
oh, man.
No, one does not. You should never. And they're going to have to.
Yeah?
Just wait till you read it. It'll make sense.
Yeah, they're going to have to be in a different form, right? I mean...
No. No. And that's going to make this so much better. So much better. I cannot wait to see one kicked in the face. It's going to happen.
Yeah, and you're going to read, and you're going to know, and you'll be like, oh, damn.
Right? Oh. Okay.
I mean, you'd be able to kill them easier.
I mean, ideally, but
like, that puts you in...
But do you? Because normally they're not awake yet, and these seem like...
They're...
ready.
Yeah.
So, what do you... You're not supposed to crawl, let alone walk, and you're doing what? Yeah.
Open it like a can of pop. That's what you do.
As the Great War Machine once said.
Yeah.
Okay. Search for Who, number 1. John Sway, Steve Orlando, Rubine. I didn't know what to expect for this one. Some good names attached, so I was willing. I was like, yeah, let's figure this out. I saw the press release that AfterShock just put out, and the idea of this being a cultural exploration of Chinese culture and Jewish culture, the research that sparked this story, like, that's what sparked it. And I'm like, all right, like, that's a pairing. Not one that I necessarily would have jumped at, but okay, let's go. So, you're talking about a crime mob story full of family angst.
Yes.
That has like this hidden, I don't know, what's the McCoys in the...
Hatfield and McCoys.
Yeah, like it's got that vibe to it.
Yeah, because these two families hate each other.
Hate.
Imagine being that dude, living his entire life, and then finding out, because like his cultural identity,
right?
And now he's got like, wait, these other, and then how does this all work?
Like, I don't even understand. This is a crazy jaunt here.
I want John Woo to direct this. It's so, because
Yes.
Yeah, you just have to
Yes.
read it, and you'll see
The
it.
only
in
other
your
person
head.
I would want to direct this is Jackie Chan. Like, I feel like he would, a person, it might kick up the action a little bit, but the idea, okay, so this American soldier, right, comes home to find peace, right? Like, he's trying to find his peace.
Yeah.
He's like, look, I'm a soldier, I'm really good at being a soldier, but maybe I need something else.
Yeah, if I don't have my family, what am I fighting for?
What is the point, right? Legitimate questions, good questions. But to find out that family is something question mark, right? Like,
does it spoil anything?
again, search for who? Like, who is your family?
Yeah.
Right? You saw that.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's what you guys did. And when it comes to that, like, that's something so freaking cool. Yeah, this was really, really good, man.
It's got that John Wicky controlled
Yes.
violence.
Yes.
Very well done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, yeah,
It's really good.
yeah. So I want to talk about.
You
stuff
can't.
that
You can't. That's a
can't.
spoiler. That's a spoiler.
Yeah.
You can't talk about that. This was really cool. Like, okay, so here's what I need from this one, and we've seen it with other AfterShock books. I need a soundtrack. I need a QR code on the page so that we can scan it and hear what you guys are thinking this book sounds like. I'm so impressed with the family orientation of it. Dude, they are killing it on these stories. They really, really are.
Yeah, it's and what I love is they're clearly defined.
Yes. Yes.
The creative team has a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Mm-hmm.
They have a story arc,
Mm-hmm.
and they're telling it on their own terms. And AfterShock is letting
Letting
them, opening up that breathing room to get, we'll print your stories.
Yep.
And because this is just, if you're a fan of, it crosses a couple genres.
Yes.
If you've is the John Wick movies
Right.
exist based on John Woo's work coming out of Hong Kong
Yep.
in the 80s. Yeah, this dude, he's inhabiting that space.
Yeah.
Like, this character is having to deal with stuff that,
Like, the Venn diagram of genre here is so vast and amazing. It's really kind of brilliant. It's really brilliant. I mean, you got the soldier story, you've got the family action revenge, setup, very Steven Seagal-ish. You've got the crime drama, you've got the crime family drama, a la Godfather.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bunch.
yeah, because it's two crime families that Romeo and Juliet style hate each other.
Right. But come to find out,
So what do you do?
amazing.
Is his character inconsequential in those families' greater things?
Or, I mean, clearly not, because with
Why
what
would you-
happens...
Yeah, why would you bother
then,
otherwise?
he clearly matters. So, amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this one a lot.
Yeah.
That next cover, though,
Yeah, this is... Oh, my gosh. Yeah, because
I like it.
is he going to talk or is he going to shoot? Like...
I mean, why shouldn't I? Because it's not like, oh, wait.
According to 23andMe.
Wait. Have I got a story for you, sir? Really good books this week. Man, unfortunately, no DC.
DC will be showing up probably tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Probably Wednesday.
Hopefully tomorrow. But good reads throughout. I think, only one Marvel?
Yeah.
Out of the whole mix? Dude, I'm telling you, these guys they're coming up with these stories. These are the future of comics right here.
Yeah. If you're disillusioned with whatever you're reading right now, if it's from one of the big two, you can stop.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing
Yeah.
forcing you to keep reading a book you don't like.
Nothing.
You can switch out. You
Man.
can take that $4 that you're spending on whatever
Yep.
and turn it into $4 you're spending on something else.
It's solid. It's good. Again, this is the future of comics. Support it. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Because that's the way. Obviously, we like talking about it. We like reading them. And we hope you do too. So if you do, give us that thumbs up so we can see that you guys like it. Because that helps.
Yep.
It warms our whole soul.
And every week we do this. So hit subscribe.
That's right.
And the bell. And it'll let you know every week when we post stuff.
That's right. We'll sneak in and we're like, hey, psst,
This is what you need to read.
Get this. Get all this goodness. You want it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I actually got a compliment the other day. I was on a panel, and I was told that due to our show, someone just got on the Something is Killing the Children train.
Really?
And they are adoring it. So
it's a great book.
It is. It so is. So that's the way, guys. If you already know what books you're grabbing this week, make sure you share the episode with your friends so that they know what to read, so you guys can be better readers together.
Yeah, we interact with you. So if you comment, we'll talk back.
Definitely.
And also on both Instagram and Twitter at Vantage InHouse.
That's me.
At IrishRye39.
That's him. So we will see you guys next time. Have a good week.